Hi, my name is Wendy Lunt. For the career profile assignment, I decided to research more about a behavior therapist. Part of the reason why I chose this specific career is I have a 3-year-old son who has cerebral palsy, and about 5 weeks ago, a behavior therapist was added to his case management. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to learn more about what a behavior therapist does, as well as take the time to interview his therapist and ask him questions about things that he enjoys about his job and maybe some things that he finds stressful in his employment. To become a behavior therapist, you do need to have a bachelor's degree in a field of study such as psychology, child or family studies, or something of a related field. Behavior therapists don't make a lot of money to begin with. The average, because I didn't want to specifically ask my son's therapist how much he earned, I did research online and found a job opportunity that was available through McRory Pediatric Services Incorporated, which is located in Encino, California. They did have an opening for a behavioral therapist, and their starting wage for the behavior therapist was about $14 an hour. If you had a little more experience, then you can earn up to $20 an hour. They specifically with the McRory Behaviors or Pediatric Services, they do offer great benefits. I mean, they pay for your medical, dental. They have a 401k plan, and what I thought was really interesting is they actually even have a yoga class that they offer once a week for their employees. So what a great opportunity to, I guess, de-stress maybe if it's a stressful situation working with different modification behaviors. The goal of a behavior therapist is to implement the modification behavior plan that was created from the initial evaluation, as well as with the input from the parents. I think one of the biggest key components of being a behavior therapist is having an opportunity to communicate and really understand how to work with not only the child but also with the parents, because you rely on the parents to be able to implement the behavior plan during the week when the behavior therapist is not there. And if there are specific things that arise during the week that maybe are related to different behaviors, the parent is going to need to communicate that to the behavior therapist so that there can be changes made to the plan that will better suit the child. The working environment of a behavior therapist can be done in different locations. You can come into the home, and that's what my son's therapist does. He comes into the home once a week for about 3 hours. You can also go out into the community as well as in a school situation. So you do have to have a little bit of flexibility with your work schedule to be able to meet the needs of your different clients and what times that they have available in order to work with your with their children. So having a reliable transportation, because they do have certain centers where parents can bring their children to the therapist themselves within their work environment, but a lot of times you're going to find that you're going to be driving your car to the location to work with the children. But often the companies that I researched and the job opportunities, they do reimburse you for mileage and for the time that you spend in the car. So that's a great opportunity as well. Some of the things in discussing with my son's therapist that he says were stressful is when the parents are not implementing the behavior modification plan during the week. It can't be a one-time 3-hour session that's going to be able to change the child's behavior. It's going to be working together as a team and having that communication. And sometimes you have to make changes as behavior therapists. You initially could come up with a modification plan that doesn't seem to be working for the child. So you're going to have to find other ways to help the child learn and modify their behavior. And as a behavior therapist, a lot of times you're going to have to instigate certain behavior so that you can see and teach the child how to modify that behavior. For instance, we're working with my son on sleeping in his bed at night. So the behavior therapist will go and say, okay, Joshua, let's go and spend 5 minutes and just he'll lay him in his bed and just say, okay, let's turn the timer on. You need to lay there for 5 minutes. And then they'll get up and they'll play. So you find rewards for the children. But really you have to gain a level of trust with the child as a behavior therapist, because you are going to be working with them one-on-one, and they need to know that you that they can trust you and be able to work together as a team. You know, it's a great opportunity as a behavior therapist to work with the kids and find and see the rewards that come as you focus on the child. And as a team member of a group, you do meet weekly with other behavior therapists and people who have other, like social workers, and together you're able to discuss your cases, so that if you're finding that something that is not working for you, you can always discuss with the team on things that maybe would work better for that particular child. So you're helping each other with different ideas. So being able to have communication with your colleagues is important as well. So overall, it was a great opportunity to learn more about what a behavior therapist does. I'm excited to see the results of working with one and my son, and researching more about how, as a parent, I can support not only my son, but the behavior therapist in his goals that they have outlined for my child. So I hope that this has helped you learn more about the great opportunity of becoming a behavior therapist. Thank you.